What's goody peeps? Let's get this show on the road. Stream some Marvel's Avengers today. Been playing a little Guardians of the Galaxy earlier. And now about to get on some Avengers. Had to do a quick run. Light work. Nothing major.
Unifier.
Let's get this pulled up here. Welcome to the stream. Those of you who are tuned in, welcome to the deeper level. We have hit a new goal on Twitch. We are now at 7 individuals on Twitch. Please follow us on the Twitch channel. We are doing this stream simultaneously on several platforms. If you're following us on Facebook, please be sure to give us a like and also follow the channel. Those of you who are on YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know the deal. Let's get it on. So it's been some interesting news today, to say the least, regarding the Marvel's Avengers community. There was an official apology that was issued today, if I am not mistaken, by the Crystal Dynamics team. I gotta say, I did not think that it would happen, especially how it happened, but nevertheless they acknowledged it on the paid consumables, and it has certainly boosted the morale for the Marvel's Avengers community. I've been playing this game since the before the launch. Played the demo, I want to say back in, what was it, August, either July or August. And so yeah, I've been rocking with this game for well over a year, and I'm here to stay. So paid consumables, no paid consumables, whatever the case may be, I am here for the content because I am a Marvel fanatic. But nevertheless, for those who needed the apology, I want to say big ups to Crystal Dynamics. Phenomenal job on the timing of everything. I feel like this is going to be a huge week for Marvel's Avengers. We should get a dev stream, which we probably have not had in over a month. That should happen this coming week as well. So yeah, certainly a lot to look forward to. It is also now officially November, and many of us remember that Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics did make an official announcement that they was wanting to celebrate the launch on October 26th of Guardians of the Galaxy to help cross promote that, as they are big on doing the cross promotions with the other Marvel IPs. And they said as soon as that information or that celebration was over with, that they would be releasing new information regarding what they have planned for the rest of the year. So I believe that on this week it is possible, because those of you who remember, Andy made a post on his Twitter earlier this week saying, I wonder if I still remember how to stream. So it leads me to believe that there is a stream happening this week, and we also may get some information regarding Spider-Man. They released a MCU suit of Iron Man on last week. The week before that, it was Cap Wolf, which some people are saying looks like a dog. But nevertheless, they've been doing a good job with just handling the whole issue with the drama first class. They hadn't been nasty in their responses. Sometimes they've just been quiet, because it takes time to actually issue an apology of this magnitude. It's got to be said in such a way. And so I think that they've handled it very, very well. They kept their heads down. They kept working. They kept grinding. There's been a lot of communication between Brian, one of the developers, inside of the Discord page, and he's been communicating on reworks of gear, stuff coming up, how they're going to do fragments, upgrade modules, things of that level. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot to look forward to, and I think that it's a good season, a good time for doing what they're doing. So yeah, this should be certainly a big week with reveals and news regarding the rest of the year and Spider-Man for Marvel's Avengers. All right, so we are searching for a party. We had a third individual, but it looks like that third individual dropped, or whatever the case may be. I'm fine to roll this with 2. So I'm gonna just say ready up. Actually, I could solo this thing, but 2 is more than enough firepower to do this. Also want to shout out to Coach Cron, who followed on Twitch earlier. We were not streaming at the time, but I certainly want to say thank you, sir, if you'll go back and watch this even when you see it later. Just want to appreciate you for following us on Twitch. Once again, welcome to the deeper level. All right, we're about 36 seconds before the launch of this mission. Give me about 30 seconds to grab a drink. I will be right back.
Out there, we're all counting on you.
All right, back at it. So looks like we did pick up one more person to the party. So we got Hulk, a rockin' Black Panther, and Iron Man. Let's get it, baby, get it. I got a feeling somebody finna wipe their mouth. Surprised that the Cosmic Threat event has ran this long. I think it's been going for about 2 weeks now. So they also said that a new raid is coming. Initially, when they spoke regarding a raid, they had said that Spider-Man would come with the raid, or at least that's how it was worded. Palette Therapy, what's up, young lady? Welcome to the stream.
to be a trick to it.
Yeah, so they had said that the raid would come
Tried everything.
with Spider-Man.
Top secret clearance in the US government. How is
but
it harder to get into one teenage
details are
girl's
continuing to be dropped on the raid on a daily, so it kind of has people thinking that it'll happen separately. We might get the raid at the end of the month and then see Spider-Man next month. Of course, we know that Spider-Man the movie No Way Home drops December the 17th, I believe. So a lot of people was thinking that Spider-Man would be dropped around the same time, just to kind of cross-promote the movie. We could possibly get one of the MCU suits for Spider-Man around that time.
Use the terminal. I'll get you past
That's something
security.
that definitely will happen. I'm not sure if it'll happen that soon, but you can bet your bottom dollar that PlayStation is going to get MCU suits for Spider-Man. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Absolutely. Very dope. Very dope palette. Very dope. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. He's actually probably the most popular Marvel character that there
Destroy
is.
all the power cores.
The most loved anyway. We say it that way. A lot of respect for Spider-Man. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That power core is finished.
And they gotta nail it too, man. I mean, it is a big responsibility when handling the character of Spider-Man to put him in this game. If there's one thing that Crystal Dynamics has done from day one, is they always has gotten the combat right. Every character they done dropped, the combat has been over the top. So I'm expecting nothing less with Spider-Man. But the main thing is that, you know, the bar has already been set with the Spider-Man game on PlayStation. So we got a lot of high hopes riding on this character.
All power cores destroyed. Well done.
That was it for now.
Hey, Big Green. Good talk. AIM scientists are fighting AIM forces. They want to defect.
Matter of fact, let me see what objectives I need to do.
Target practice time. Move the flank. Move the flank.
King's Mercy, Bass Chosens. Okay. So a little bit of everything.
Surprise!
Yes, sir.
It's got nothing on us.
Power bomb.
AIM units on radar.
They need to do more of those wrestling moves.
Yeah, bet that looked pretty cool.
Sending them pickup coordinates
He
so they
over
can
there in the
evacuate.
corner hiding, y'all. Black Panther.
AIM has a set of turbines powering one of their emergency generators. Disable them. You need to access the terminal to reach the turbine.
Face of King Mercy! Wakanda!
What I was saying earlier, though, is some people are farming Sonic and Vibranium gear because they said that will be one of the heavy modifiers
Destroy the
for
turbine.
the fight for the Claw Raid. Good news is that I pretty much got
AIM
Black
has sent
Panther
forces
gear
to
the way I
stop you.
like as it relates to Sonic and Vibranium. So really at this point I'm just grinding champion points.
You disable the turbine.
What up, G Davis?
Excellent.
Yes, sir. The Claw Raid is coming, my friend. The Claw Raid along with Spider-Man, which I'm thinking we definitely get a look at that this week. Which we kind of got technically a small teaser about 45 days ago, but that's not enough to even say Amazing Grace over.
I'm beaming with pride!
We need to see some combat. But now, also too, going into looking at Spider-Man from Marvel's Avengers on this game, they gotta make it their own. A lot of people are expecting it to be Insomniac Spider-Man. It's not that. It's its own thing. And so you gotta be willing to
Function.
Hostile!
give it a chance to be its own thing. Champion point. Hey, question for you, G Davis. On YouTube, does my title show Marvel's Avengers?
An elite AIM team is
I
close
tried to go
by
back
on
in
the
there
low.
and change that. I figured out how to edit that when I'm multi-streaming. I think on the last one, you brought it to my attention that I had the wrong title, and so I certainly appreciate that. So I had to go back in there and change that.
Here nearby. Shield out in trouble nearby and need your help.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you for confirming that. Cool deal. good looking out, man. Matter of fact, shout out to G Davis and Sleeper Kid. Both of them have been very instrumental in me launching this.
Every member of the elite team
Launching
must be
as a
defeated.
streamer, first of all. Kind of ran the idea by them. I mean, I've been gaming practically my whole life, so I've already been doing the work, so might as well just add the streaming. But, you know, I kind of bounced it off of each of them before I did it, and was like, man, is this something I should even pursue? And so I definitely received the encouragement for both of these brothers. Hey, man, you can do it. And so look, 3 months later, here we are.
One of their agents is down. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
So that's the thing about, man, Hulk, you stole my takedown.
Another enemy defeated.
I'm actually farming for that. Well, hey, I ain't tripping.
With a big gun.
'Cause I done the same thing.
The team are no longer a threat.
Blast protect us.
Gesundheit. Head for the location on your HUD.
Yeah.
Marvel's Eternals is this week. I already got my tickets ahead of time. Me and the missus gonna go check that out.
Party time.
So what y'all doing with it when it relates to the Eternals? Y'all going to see it this week?
These enemies must be defeated.
Definitely gonna be a good movie.
Gotta get something off my chest.
It's gonna be a different movie, a unique movie. Been reading the reviews, and of course people are saying that it's a Marvel movie like no other. Naturally so. I mean, after all, these are the gods.
Heads up, we got company.
So I'm telling y'all, I'm expecting to see some over-the-top combat.
See all my weapons? Okay.
I mean, the combat for Marvel's Eternals need to be like the fighting was in Marvel's What If, the Disney Plus show. The Disney Plus show What If nailed the fighting, in my opinion.
Excellent work. You've
Word,
dealt another
word,
blow to
word.
AIM. You're not finished yet.
All right, we got that one done. Let's do another one. Yeah, man. I mean, for sure. That's with any of these movies. See them when you can see them. In fact, I don't even think I've seen Venom yet. Give me 1 second. Be right back, guys. All right. Back at it. Back at it. I'm telling y'all, every time I get on the stream, man, my phone start blowing up. But it's cool the way I got my phone mounted by my setup, so like I can easily see it and access it. I do a lot more than streaming. I promise y'all, I got like what, 5 jobs technically. So duty is always calling. But yeah, back to that whole movie thing. Yeah, definitely see movies when you can see them. I mean, it's we're in a different time, a different season of life. Like I said, I hadn't even seen Venom 2. Wanted to see it, but just hadn't got around to it. Most of the Marvel stuff, from TV shows to movies, myself and my wife will watch together because she's just as interested in the MCU. So we usually try to see those together. But yeah, I hadn't even got a chance to see Venom 2. I mean, I've seen people say different things about the movie Venom 2. Of course, what I probably was the most interested in was the bonus scene. I know what the bonus scene is about just from hints I've gotten, but I hadn't actually seen the bonus scene of Venom 2. So to me, that would make it worth watching it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people had mixed reviews about Venom 2.
Be careful out there. We're all counting on
but yeah, I mean, and again, even the Eternals, the reviews are solid. I'm hearing good things, but you have to make and form your own opinion. Different strokes for different folks. I think it's somewhere between 8 to 10 of the Eternals. The one that I'm most excited about seeing is Gilgamesh, because in the comics, on Earth 616, Gilgamesh and Hercules actually fought alongside one another. In fact, there was a time that Gilgamesh cleaned the stables for Hercules. So, I'm curious to see how powerful they've got him being, because I mean, the boy is strong. I mean, Gilgamesh has like super strength. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they have his character displayed. And I think Ajak is played by Selma Hayek. Athena is Angelina Jolie. You got Sprite. Who else is it? There's a black dude that's like the technology guy or whatever. Hey, you know what, G. Davis? As a matter of fact, I talked to Ken the other day, man, and you know, at first he wasn't going to the movies because of the whole, you know, COVID thing. He wasn't really getting out and checking out any of the movies, but he said that he's actually getting back out again. So I don't know if he's going or not, but you know, he had asked me about it, and I think this might have been yesterday or either the day before yesterday. Yeah, hit him up for sure, man, because he said he was trying to go opening weekend. And I told him that we had tickets for Thursday. And, you know, granted, if, you know, Elle can still make it. But, yeah, she wanted to go see it, definitely. But I told him we had tickets for Thursday. And, he said that he was interested in going to check it out. So
an elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
and seeing as though it's the Eternals and it's dealing with the gods, I'm definitely thinking we should see some type of Thor reference.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
This is all they have for that Black Panther.
Boy, I'm telling you, when that battery effect kick in, it is game over.
Excellent. Another agent down. Another enemy defeated. The team are no longer a threat.
Yeah, Thanos references. That's definitely a given. That's definitely a given. Because we know they got to explain, I mean, like, where they was when all of this was going on. Frost, what's up, bro? Galactus, for sure. Definitely got to do Galactus, because he is definitely the setup for Fantastic Four. You are absolutely right. And then with Black Panther 2, you know, we'll get Namor, Submariner, in other words. And if you start talking Black Panther storyline, at some point they got to tie in Doctor Doom, because that's also part of the Fantastic Four storyline as well. Because whether people know it or not, Black Panther actually invited the Fantastic Four to Wakanda so that he could train against them. Yes, sir, Gary, you are absolutely correct. See, now y'all got me thinking, man. Jay Frost and Gary, y'all got me thinking, man, and I think that's why the Eternals could be such an epic movie, man, because there's so many directions they can go with telling this story. So many people got to be mentioned because there's a lot that's got to happen before F4, but this is definitely a bridge movie. I mean, I know Spider-Man is always a bridge movie for the most part, because Spider-Man you can pretty much tie in with anybody. I mean, I can't think of a person that's had more crossovers in the comic book world than Spider-Man. I mean, he's fought alongside pretty much everybody. So whenever you tell a Spider-Man story, that's an easy opener to go a lot of different directions. But yeah, the Eternals, man, now that y'all speaking on certain stuff, yep, I mean, we could see a lot of stuff in the Eternals that people ain't really thinking about. And that's why stuff like this is so important. These, you know, podcasting, because just like we're doing now, you can have those conversations from different perspectives, and not only different perspectives, but people who read different storylines of the comics. Because, you know, we all fans of the brand, but each of us read different things.
Destroy the turbine.
Because trust me, there's so many comics out there. I mean, it's no way you can read them all. So we kind of had our picks and chooses which storylines we followed, and certain people showed up in different stories. So that's why getting those different perspectives is good, because we learn from each other. Yep. You're right, Jay Frost. I mean, because it's time, you know. In fact, speaking of tying in mutants, you know, the story was going around that we would see our first mutant in Black Widow. You know, people were saying that, you know, we would see Omega Red probably and stuff like that, but so far we hadn't seen none of them. Now they say that Beast was referenced in WandaVision or something like that, but I didn't catch it. I mean, I might have to go back and watch that again, but I didn't see it. But I don't know if somebody was just talking. You know how people get on forums and stuff like that and just start talking. Podcast on deck, man. I'm telling you, bro. We need it, man. We need it. Yeah, explaining the mutants as the result of the snap is the easy way out. If they do that mess, man, that's just lazy writing.
Time for a fight.
But it's time, man. I mean, it's time to start seeing some mutants, or at least talking about some mutants. I mean, like, blatantly. Not no Easter eggs. I mean, it's time to see some mutants at this point, because we know that the MCU is going to be handling that IP now. So, I mean, they're going to have to come on with it, because if you think about all the other movies that's coming out and the stories that they got to tell,
Would be a question for them.
I mean,
Not me. But I am
It's-
sure they would be open to
yeah,
defeating
sooner than
Avengers
later, for
in
sure.
hand-to-hand combat.
An elite AIM team is close
yep,
by
the
on
Wakanda
alert.
TV show,
Updating
Kingdom
your
of Wakanda, I think is what it's going to be called. You know, okay, so, I mean, what are y'all thinking? Like,
Look for a
Black
chance
Panther
to
2,
nearby.
do you think that we see Storm in that one? Aurora Monroe? Or do you think that we see Storm in the
There's a
Kingdom of
chest with
Wakanda?
gear close by. team must be defeated.
Yep. Yep, Deadpool is crossing over, for sure. Well,
Agent is down.
I mean, even bringing the mutants with Deadpool, to me, that would kind of be the easy way out too, though. I mean, they could, well, here's what I'm saying by that. I believe that they definitely gonna bring more of the mutants in with Deadpool, but we at least gotta see our first mutant before Deadpool 3. I mean, they owe us that, and I mean like actually see a mutant on screen, the actor that's playing them, and everything. Gotcha. Okay, so she gets referenced in Black Panther 2, and then we actually see her show up in the TV show. I got you. I got you.
The team are no longer a threat.
Yeah, but it's time, J. Frost. I mean, we need this, man, like so bad, because it's only gonna keep making sense for so long without talking about or showing the mutants, because they're getting so far into the story, and then we got time travel and all that going on. Yep, Deadpool referenced already in the MCU.
Company.
Head for the location on your HUD.
Might as well fight you all at once.
These enemies must be defeated.
We have made Wakanda proud.
So yeah, back to Gilgamesh. So I'm interested to see how powerful they have him in this movie. I was reading a fantasy fight one day about Gilgamesh and the Hulk, and you know, if they fought, who would actually win. So the theory was, naturally we know that the Hulk gets stronger the longer he stays the Hulk, or the madder that he gets, in other words. But they were saying that if Gilgamesh could, because I mean his power is already his power, you know, he don't have to power up or have any modifiers, you know, he just, his strength is his strength. So the fantasy fight was saying that if Gilgamesh went all out at the start of the fight, then he might get the upper hand on the Hulk as soon as he transforms. But you know, if the Hulk has time to gain that momentum, then the Hulk easily bests Gilgamesh, which, you know, hands down,
The enemies have been defeated.
ain't even no thinking about that. I mean, that boy Hulk, man, like I said, the MCU has not really done the Hulk justice as far as showing how powerful he actually is. That's what I liked about the Marvel What If shows, because on Marvel's What If, you know, when Thor and Captain Marvel fought, I mean, that's what you want to see. If a god and arguably one of the strongest people in the universe, Marvel universe, Captain Marvel is going to fight, I mean,
You've dealt another
when you
blow to
punch a
Eddie.
sun gun, I
You've
want to see him
finished
fly
yet.
all the way from Europe over to America. I mean, you know, if the gods is going to fight and the strong people is going to fight, we want to see some over the top stuff. Alright, so I think it's one more heroic gauntlet. I'm farming, so I should get my polycrons with this one. Okay, so we got Thor. Alright, just 2 in this fight. That's fine. We can take them.
Be careful out there. We're all counting on you.
Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like us so that you're notified every time we upload a new video and go live. Those of you who are on Twitch,
Head for the
do not
location
forget
on
to
your
follow
HUD.
us on Twitch, Deeper Depths. And those of you who
These
are
enemies
on
must be
Facebook,
defeated.
be sure to like this content and give us a follow. Spread the word. Share the stream. Yeah, man.
Fight me!
By the way, every time you see that battery effect or lime green damage, that's the battery effect. And what that is when you do perform a cold processing attack mixed with a warm attack. So in other words, vibranium is a warm attack and plasma, or no, vibranium is a warm attack and sonic is a cold attack. So if you process it with vibranium, a warm effect first, and then attack with a cold effect, it does what's called the battery effect. So in other words, when them numbers turn lime green, you laying wood, buddy. The battery effect does some serious damage.
AIM scientists
By the way,
fighting AIM forces.
Tachyon
Defect. Help them.
damage got nerfed. I'm sure a lot of y'all know that because people was hot about that.
Fight me!
And right now the Cosmic Threat event is heavily based on tachyon damage. A lot of the gear that drops is tachyon based gear, so it's kind of like, alright, y'all nerf this and then do this event. But I hear there's a lot of reworks in the making, so they might got a trick up their sleeve. They might got a surprise for us. Alright, so now he's processed. Battery effect. Battery effect. Because the way I've got Pounce set up, Pounce is set up as vibranium damage, and my daggers are sonic damage. So I use my daggers to process, since I can throw those
Scientists are safe.
pretty frequently. That works good with this particular build. And once again, when you do the raid, when the raid comes, it's going to be based heavily on vibranium and sonic damage. So farm in Wakanda, because the Wakanda expansion is what introduced vibranium and sonic damage.
Donald Blake.
My alias, yes. Becoming human for a few years was free.
Look, Charles.
Head for the location on your HUD.
Yeah, you're right. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
These enemies must be defeated.
Shaken, not stirred. What's up?
All your men!
I'm on a multi-stream too, so I'm just now catching up. Yeah, Thor would win. Man, Nightcrawler is so cool, dude. I promise you.
Require assistance!
Yeah, that would be cool. Like he went to school with him. Yep, G. Davis, that would be cool right there.
That was not bad.
The enemy is being defeated.
Yeah, man, Nightcrawler is dope.
What a shame!
And those of you who are watching on Twitch or Facebook, I know y'all can't see this right now, man, but on YouTube, we got a good conversation going. You catching bits and pieces of it about me talking about it on the stream if you're watching from those other platforms. But right now, man, we got a good conversation going on YouTube.
Updating your HUD.
G. Davis, J. Frost,
Every member of the elite team
and
must
Shaken
be
Not
defeated.
Stirred making some very interesting points. And basically this whole conversation started off of the potential cameos and references that'll be made in the movies Marvel's Eternals coming up this week. So if you are near a theater and you can make it, get there. Because I mean it's got the potential to tie in a lot of stuff that eventually we know it's gonna happen, but it's just a matter of how soon and when.
Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
I think I read something today also about Iron Man 4. I mean, I know that, you know, technically if they did an Iron Man 4, it would have to be a prequel. You know, because of course he died in Endgame, but they still have to tell the story. Yeah, I'm going Thursday. Jay Frost. Yep, I will be there Thursday to see the Eternals. on Iron Man 4, it would definitely have to be a prequel. And they would have to tell how he meets Ironheart, the young lady that takes the mantle. And I think she's one of the new Avengers as well. So at some point they got to tell that. But now they're saying that, yes, she actually is going to be in Black Panther 2. The girl that plays Ironheart. I don't know if she's going to be... Because, you know, she's a whiz kid. She's super smart. So I don't know if, like, maybe Shuri is going to mentor her at one point or something like that. Or she's going to either be learning at, you know, a curriculum at a school in Wakanda. But they said that her character will make an appearance in Black Panther 2. And so at that point, she may already know Tony Stark.
There's a chest with gear
I don't really
close
know.
by.
But once again, that's another story that they got to tell too. So Black Panther
These
2
enemies must be defeated.
should be a movie that's filled with a lot of Easter eggs and references and cameos and things of that nature. So
Mercy!
oh yeah, Black Panther the truth, palette therapy. I mean, I ain't gonna say he overpowered. I mean, but he definitely the truth on this game. Thor can do some impressive stuff in his own right, but you know, really, I'm just kind of enjoying the casual conversation and talking. But yeah, I mean, I ain't even really using
The enemies have been defeated.
all of the stuff that Black Panther can really do, because I mean, it's no point. Nothing in here. I ain't gonna say nothing can kill me, but the likelihood of me dying on any of these runs anymore is slim to none.
Enemy!
I was told you could commiserate on the subject of...
Yep. The post-credit scene of Eternals is definitely gonna have a stinger in
An
it.
elite aim team.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a banger, man.
Updating your
Yeah, that post, and I really liked the post-credit scene on Shang-Chi, which, while we're on the subject now, pound for pound, as a solo movie, Shang-Chi was pretty strong. I mean, it's up there. I ain't gonna say it's the best movie in the MCU, but it's in the top. It's top 5 in my opinion. Shang-Chi is definitely top 5.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Yeah, one of the kids, Ironheart was one of the kids on the program. Right, yep, because one of those movies, you know, he had went to talk to the students at like MIT or something like that, one of those prestigious schools, and was donating a lot of money to put kids in that program that were whiz kids. So yeah, G Davis, that would make, that's it, the Civil War movie, that's it. That would make perfect sense.
Another agent is down. Excellent. Another agent down.
Yeah, so see, she was already there. So yeah, you're right, man. That's actually, you know, we may see a scene of the movie opening, or at some point in the movie just showing where she was sitting in that room
That squad member has been neutralized.
listening to Tony Stark speak and receiving one of his scholarships or whatever the case is. So yeah, that would make perfect sense. That's your tie-in right there.
We shall prevail!
All right, there's my
Excellent work.
gear.
You've dealt another
50
blow to
polycrons,
aim.
which is
You're
what
not
I was
finished
after.
yet.
All right, we've got that farmed. Time now is 9:18. I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream right here. Your boy got work in the morning. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody for coming out to the stream. Definitely a successful stream tonight. Some good conversations. Appreciate you, Jay Frost. Appreciate you, Shaking Not Stirred. G Davis on YouTube. Sleeper Kid on Twitch, on Facebook. Palette Therapy. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Once again, subscribe, like, share the stream. We'll be back at it again later on this week. I know Thursday I probably will not be streaming due to us going to watch Marvel's Eternals. But tomorrow night I'll be streaming. And then as well as on Friday night, I'll be doing some streaming too. Sometime Saturday as well, not really sure. But yeah, appreciate everybody for coming out to the stream. Be sure to like the content. And hang on, let me see. Yep, okay, so Tony Stark versus Magneto has some great comics. Yep. Miles Morales. Yeah. Man. G Davis, that's... Boy, that would be a dream come true, man. I mean, that would be a dream come true. I mean, because that's something that it wouldn't be too soon if they did that. Because, you know, in the first Spider-Man movie, his uncle, Prowler, has already showed up. So, you know, we've seen the uncle. He's already mentioned his nephew. So, it'll make sense. Coach Cron, what's up, man, on Twitter? Appreciate the follow today too, man. I gave you a matter of fact, you was the first person that I gave a shout out to on this stream. We've been on for about an hour, man. So yeah, man, I mean, you getting in at the tail end, but right now we just kind of having some conversation about Marvel in general. But don't worry, man, I'll be back at it tomorrow as well. But yeah, I'll see you Thursday, Jay Frost, for sure, man. Definitely will see you Thursday. Yeah, G Davis, they've already acknowledged his existence. So for this to be the third film years later, I mean, it's time, in my opinion, to see Miles Morales. I mean, even if he ain't got his power yet, even if, you know, he ain't suited, that's fine. Just showing who the guy is. Even if they don't even show an actor, if they just show the back of his head or something, but just mention Miles Morales, man, that would be, dude, man, boy, you talking about crunk, man. Chaotic Wolf, appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. Right now, we just chopping it up. I'm multi-streaming to YouTube and Facebook as well. So right now, we kind of got a podcast conversation going about Marvel's Eternals, which is coming this coming Thursday, man. Hopefully you get a chance to check it out. We just kind of talking about the what ifs and the possibilities of who might make a cameo appearance. So yeah, we just chilling, man, but certainly appreciate the follow. You know, share the stream, share my info with somebody, man. We'll definitely be back tomorrow night doing some more streaming. Yeah, that's it, G Davis, man. Just show Miles Morales, man. He don't, like I say, he ain't got to have his power. He ain't got to be in a suit, but just show somebody that's supposed to be Miles Morales, man. It certainly wouldn't be too soon, and it would make perfect sense to put him in Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'd like to see Miles Morales in that movie. Daredevil, you know, that's another person that could potentially cross over in Spider-Man No Way Home. We could see him. Charlie Cox, the actor, did an amazing job with the Netflix series. In fact, hands down, he had all the best fight scenes out of the movies, period. I mean, Iron Fist had some pretty good ones, but Daredevil was the truth. Of course, they're in talks as well with the John Berthal, or the dude that played the Punisher. I think he's going to be in the movie with, what's the movie they doing? I think it's going to be one with Don Cheadle, his War Machine, and it ain't Secret Wars, is it? Something Wars. Let me look that up and Google that, because that's gonna bother me. Yeah, just have him walk by. That's it, J Frost. Just have Miles Morales walk by like he did in Spider-Man on the video game. That's all they got to do. Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be a big movie, man. I mean, like, that's going to be ridiculous. That's going to be a big movie. I mean, because once again, it's a bridge movie, so it's connecting the dots. So a lot has got to happen in that movie as well. Let's see, new War Machine movie in MCU. Armor Wars. That's it. Okay, so the movie Armor Wars that's coming to the MCU, which will be more so telling the story about War Machine and, you know, that whole storyline. They're saying that the Punisher will show up in that movie. And that'll make perfect sense too, because I think War Machine and Punisher did a lot of crossover in the comics, if I'm not mistaken. It seemed like I used to have a comic, which I think I end up selling that comic to one of my homeboys. Yeah, Armor Wars. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying movie, but yeah, that's a Disney Plus series. Yeah, it's not a movie, it's a Disney Plus series. Yeah, so appreciate the correction on that. I'm knowing that in my mind, but, you know, just kind of rambling. I ended up, you know, saying movie, but yeah, that is going to be a Disney Plus show, Armor Wars. So yeah, we'll see the Punisher in that. But man, hey, y'all know I can talk about this stuff all night. Your boy got to go to work in the morning, but I will be back on a stream tomorrow night, man, and we can pick up this conversation right where we left off. Once again, shout out to Chaotic Wolf on Twitch for the follow. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.